Welcome to Cam's Kitchen Tasmania. We're going for a fish. I'm out in the bush. It's been like 5 days or something without any meat, so I'm having tonight. It's beer battered flathead. I've got some beer, I've got some flour. So here we are walking down the little track down at Strahan Macquarie heads. See if we can catch some dinner. The food crate's getting pretty low, so it's been about 5 days since I've had meat. It's about third week camping out bush, but I've got flour, I've got beer, like I said, and so I could do some beer battered flathead and it's got a little prawn on, and a hook, a shovel for some bait, a stool to sit on, and a beer in my pocket. This beautiful spot. Alright, let's get down there. Here I am beach combing, looking for bait actually. What I'm looking for is some pippies. Often I see at the right time of year there's little pippies that pop up along these little banks, and they're the best bait. So if I can get a pippy, it'd be better than a lure for now. But you know, after a flathead, sort of soft plastic of a prawn, and they love prawns, so that's the plan. That's a little soft plastic there, little prawn. It's got a hook at the back, and it's got a little weight at the front, so it sort of drops down and then comes back off, and we'll have a bit of a flick. But like I said, I'm looking for some pippies, so we can find. This is like convict, pirate, shipwreck coast. Oh, so pippy. I'm looking for these little pippies, and they are the best bait, especially for things like whiting and stuff too. No, it's a little stoned, but I've been here before and I know they're around. I've got the shovel here too. I've got this little shovel, so I might have a bit of a dig. Oh, look at that. That is a pippy. So we'll see if it's alive. So what I'm going to do is I've got a little hook just up here, so I'm going to bait that up and flick that out. I'm just to back a little bit here. Huge log that's come up here. I'm not sure what it is, if it's like human pine or something. It's crazy. So yeah, so my little bench for now. Plus being super windy, yeah, it'll give me a little bit of shit. Alright, let's get at it. Got a little pouch on me. It's got my hooks and sinkers and stuff. And a little knife. And a Tassie beer. Alright. So yeah, a bit of Dutch encouragement. Shout out to all the Dutchies. And also there's half chippy, and it's on the line. There's rubbish everywhere. People leave rubbish everywhere. You know, must have had so much Powerade, just ran away and left his rubbish there. But I'll pick it up and I think I might use it to put the pippies in and take it home. Alright, so here we go. Sorry for the shaky and the windy. I've got that lure on too, so I really should be working this line in, especially with flathead, because they're ambush predators, so they just like I said, just sit there and wait and then just pound. So you want to cover an area. That's why I've got like a sinker on that's like a running sinker. So I mean, that's what I'm after, is a flathead. For flathead, beer battered flathead. knows, I might get a... I mean, I've got a squid jig on me too. I should probably shoot my squid jig and make some calamari. This is crazy what just happened. So this is first cast, and so I'm bunkered under. I'm just next to this log here, and I put my stool up to give me some shelter. So first cast out, and so I didn't get a fish, but I'll show you what I got. So how crazy is this? So first cast out, yeah, I got some weed, some seaweed and stuff, but I've got this lure attached to my, I've got a spoon, like a really nice lure. So what the hell? So, it's so weird. So it's got the treble 3 hooks on it. I'll clean it up a bit and I'll show you. But I've got my line, I was thinking, and I put this lure in, so it's just like got snagged up on the seaweed. Actually, look, it's coming off. I'll just clean it away. Now I'm going to get stuck. Of course, typical. These treble hooks, they're like a grappling hook. But yeah, so I've got this spoon, this great lure, so I'll definitely be using that, especially if there's Aussie salmon and those other salmon and the freshwater salmon from the pens, or migrating salmon or Atlantic salmon. I'm not sure what are they? Anyway, so it's got that like holographic image on it, and it's still got its ganged hooks. It's still got its treble hooks on there. I'll take the seaweed off. I'll clean up my line. I lost my bait. I've got a few bites, and I'll get it back in. So I'll show it a bit. Got my beer, and so yeah, Cam's Kitchen Tasmania going around. Leave a comment in the message below if you enjoy these out and about little trips, and I'll get back to fishing. So it's like this little bit here is just sort of raised up like a little raised bank, so I'm thinking there might be some pippies down there. They leave these little trails, so I'll have a bit of a dig, see what I can find. I'll have to just find one big pippy. Like that shell. Let it wash out, see what happens. The sun's almost poking itself out. There's like no one around, I feel like a castaway. Like a little trench there. Maybe we might wash a pippy or two. The sun's just trying to poke itself out. So the sun's coming out. I've got a hoodie up. Wind's just calmed down. Line's in. Got 2 of those little pippies on. Just in the bushes here. Thought I'd come and see if I can find a worm or something. Fish won't like a worm. Especially in an estuary. The local bait's always the best. Rubbish. You can leave the bit of, you can have the bit of paper. I'll get that on the way back. It was rubbish. Doesn't matter how far away from cities you go. Watch out for snakes, of course. Check the line. Still there, the drag's sort of half set, so it strips it. Nice. It's like a little and gully. You can imagine Chinese, or tens of thousands of years ago. Coming back here, having a fire, cooking up their little pippies, little fish, maybe some mittens in here. Low-lying area, so I'm guessing it's sort of like probably got a bit of moisture there. So I'll have a dig with some leaves and stuff. I reckon I might find a worm. We'll have a look. It's very sandy. I like leaving holes. So it's too sandy. There's the bark of trees. Often there are bugs. Of course, around the campsite at night, when you got the light going, the torch going, it's you got all these little bugs. You know, you got beetles and stuff. You just like collect them all up. Make a little trap. I'll show you that little trap. I'll make one up. Moved up along the beach. The wind's calmed down, which is nice. And a nice big sort of like boggy drop off deeper spot here. And I've picked up a little way. Couple little white crabs, ghost crabs, sand crabs, couple pippies. Alright. Come on, fish. Where are you, fish? Fishing boat going out, maybe a lobster boat going out for the night. Getting a few bites, but it's very, very quiet. The tide's gone out. I think tide coming in would be good because all these grounds are hunting grounds for pippies and little crabs and stuff. I think when that tide comes in, the fish will come in and feed. So that's alright. I'm down here for a few days. We'll see what happens. The size of this abalone shell. Huge. Flip it. really. Shortcut through the bushes. So many birds. So many birds that I just don't know in Australia. And trees, I guess, for that matter. Alright, so I'm coming down for another fish. It's getting dark, as you can see. I am the shadow that walks through the forest at night. I've come down for the little bit of a fish for the night, looking for some bait and having a fish, and so I used another second rod of mine and I put a kitchen colander on it, on the end of it, to catch a prawn, and it worked, and I'll show you. So got the colander, got the rod, got a second rod or whatever there, so using kitchen equipment out in the bush, and there you go. So little prawn, it's alive. Yeah, so that'll be some wicked bait. So all I did was I used my torch and went along the bank with the colander, and then saw it, because I saw him last night jump around, so that's going to be wicked bait. So I'm going to put that onto my thing. I've got a little rod holder thing there in the sand, and just the running sinker and a leader and a chemically sharpened Diadashi red hook, and woo! Yes, I've got a bite. All right. Okay, I got to bring this fish in, and I'll show you what it is. So fish is on. So here it is. So there it is. I think it's like a cod or something. I am night fishing. I don't know all the species of fish in Tasmania, and someone can tell me. I'm sure it's probably good eating too, but being the first fish, traditionally I always let the first fish go, even if it's a trophy fish. And it's spat the hook out. Did you just spit the hook out? And it just spat the hook out. What a great release. What a great release. So I'll get this guy back in the water as quick as I can. Reminds me of like a ling. It's sort of got that catfishy tail. So I'll look it up when I get back. And so yeah, so second cast, second prawn, using the little colander. So using the kitchen gear from Cam's Kitchen out on the beach. Got my rod, that super long leader, that little hook. And anyway, so I'll let it go. So that's a success, I guess. I'm happy with that. It had a great little fight, and I'll let him go straight away. Okay,